G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show in the internet here by Narrabeen Lake. Well, they call it a lake. I used to do sailing here, and one thing you didn't want to do is tip the boat over, because you knew when you brought it right back up, a load of shit would fall off the top of the mast onto you, like a big pelican's had a dump on you. Very unpleasant. Anyway, I woke up this morning, man, and the buzz is back. The buzz is back, man. And it just struck me that glory is permanent. Glory is permanent. Now, I was feeling pretty, I suppose, shell-shocked and down yesterday, as a lot of Spurs fans were, maybe still are, probably still are. And that's probably to do with the circumstances where, you know, I found out Ange had been sacked. So it was about 2 a.m. I woke up, you know, for a middle of the night wee, as you do when you get older. And I thought I'd just, while I'm awake, I'll check the news. And it was about that time the news was filtering through that Ange had been given the boot. So, you know, I was looking at a bit, and then I settled on Louis Joe Turner's channel. It's one of the few channels I do watch from time to time, because it's nice and chill. You know, they have different opinions on that channel, but it's not a debate. It's just it's got the vibe of 3 or 4 blokes just having a chat. So when they have different ideas, they don't try and dominate and play silly tricks. They just listen to each other. It's quite a good channel, actually. So I'll put the link in the description below if I remember, but well worth checking out for, you know, football discussion without the I must win. So I settled off to sleep, but it meant I didn't really get that much sleep that night. So yesterday, you know, lack of sleep and all that made me quite down about the whole thing. But then, you know, this morning, good night's rest, and no one can take that Europa trophy away from us. People might try. Delusional twats like Sava in his video saying, but take the Europa League away, take the wins in Europe away. I don't know by what weird mechanism he proposes to do that, but he just can't do it. It's ours, it's permanent, it's history, and I'm more of in the frame of mind as I'm excited to see what happens next at Spurs now. You know, I know our owners are full, Enix are fools, but that can't stop me being excited about the team and whoever the new gaffer is. I think we've got the makings. We have got a good team. We've got a champion team, and you know, the new gaffer's job is to keep that going. And I hope whoever it is manages to do that. There was a lot of outpouring of support from players towards Ange, which was nice to see. But that also says to me that they've got a hell of a bond with each other. So there are reports in the Telegraph about a players' revolt. I think that's nonsense, and I'd hate to see that happen. And I think what the players have got to do is realise that even Ange is gone, they're still a winning unit, you know, with a lot of potential. You know, we've got those young players that they're just going to be better this year. They did an outstanding job last year when they were called upon, and they're going to be even better next year. And to have such a huge win at such a young age, man, oh man, that's going to put a bit of pep in their careers, isn't it? It really is. So I've moved from, you know, mourning the loss of Ange, because I always wanted him at Spurs, and I'm glad he came through. And, you know, I think Ange knew exactly what he was doing, and I think, I mean, I'm making this up, this is just my opinion. I think that he gained more influence over the team and the club than Levy was comfortable with, and Ange did it his own way, and I'm sure Ange was fully aware that his job would be on the line by doing what he did. But he knew what this club and he knew what our fans needed more than anything else was glory. And you could almost say, in a way, he might have sacrificed his own job to make us happy, which you know, makes him quite a man, doesn't it? He's quite a man. But he's off to fresher pastures. I hope he has a well, he will have a successful career wherever he goes, there's no doubt about it. But I'm just looking forward to seeing our boys play, you know. I've always been, you know, Tottenham Hotspur fan, not an Ange Postecoglou fan, despite what the internet says. As far as the new manager and who it might be, I've really got no hat in the ring. The names that are being mentioned, I think they're all fine. They all could do a good job. I'm not really going to get on this channel into debating who the new manager should be, because I think that's where the rot kind of starts. Especially, say, if it takes a few weeks, which, you know, this is Tottenham Hotspur. It takes a few weeks to get a new manager. If all people are doing is debating who they want, then that becomes kind of their guy. This is kind of what I've seen, you know, when Ange was hired. Now, of course, I was firmly in Ange's court, and I was doing all this sort of arguing for the manager sort of thing and who I want back then. But that's before I realised Spurs YouTubers are that old cock. And also, I didn't really think Ange would get in the job. But to me, this is where it starts, you know. So if people are having debates and there's people that are after Silva, or people are after Frank, or people are after Glasner, that becomes kind of their guy. And there's always going to be people that lose out. They're always going to not get their guy. And from what I've seen in the past on the internet, once you've entrenched your position for supporting a candidate, you don't want to let that go. And that's where the white anting starts. You know, the new manager does not have the full support from the get-go, unfortunately. I've seen this happen with, well, especially Nuno, even Conte. I saw a lot of discussion about that, and a lot of people weren't happy with that, and they just continue to be not happy. So that's why, as much as I can, you know, and I'm not perfect, I'm only human, and stories and information might change my mind, but I don't want to pick a guy. I just don't. I just want to go in to the new season or the pre-season like a dumb idiot, open-minded, and just see what unfolds. Just see what unfolds, see what happens when the whistle goes. And whoever it is, I hope they do a fantastic job, man. They've got good foundation to build on. And look, I know all is not well with the club, and I'm certainly not happy with the owners, but I can't let that cloud my love of the team, which I've always had. And pretty much since I was a kid, we've always had crap owners like Irving Scholar and Alan Sugar. I mean, bloody hell, man. And they have not tainted my enjoyment of... I could easily just block all that out. I don't even have to make an effort. When the whistle goes and there's a game on, I just want to see Spurs win. Spurs play well. Spurs kick a ball about. That's all I care about. So I hope people out there are feeling a bit better about all this. And remember, they can't take that trophy away. They can't take that glory away, man. You know, shades of 84 with Keith Birkinshaw, but we knew he was resigning. It made it a bit bittersweet. But even that, I mean, that's glory I've carried around with me for 41 years. And if I live to be 94, when we win another European Cup, I'll have this in my heart. I'll have this win in my heart. I'll have the scenes of the victory parade forever, man. It's one of my best days, probably my best day as a Spurs fan, was it? Maybe. Well, yeah, I think it has to be, really, you know, European glory. I mean, 81 is pretty high for me as well, and I still carry that around with me. You can't remove these things, despite what master debaters on the internet like to say. Just take that win away. You can't do it. It's ours. We've got a great big trophy in the cabinet. We've got that team and Ange Postecoglou on the walls of White Hart Lane forever. Something that Daniel Levy won't have when he gets eventually goes. He's not going to be any photos of him around the place, but it's the team we'll remember. And I'm hoping the bond they have with each other, even though they're disappointed that their gaffer's gone, will bring them united in the support of the new gaffer and whatever ideas he's got, because they know they've done it now and they know they can do it again. And that makes me, today, I'm excited. So I might head back to the car. It's a bit nippy. Peace and love, man, and come on you Spurs.